All right, live and ready to watch some football action coming up here in our replay league. We've got Jaguars coming right up. All right, welcome back. We are getting set up to watch this game. Bear with me just a second here while I finish off pregame responsibilities. Now you can watch. Now you can join. Pull the game up, show the screen instead of me. Second here. Have that part set up. And we add Anthony to the broadcast as well. How are we doing tonight, Anthony?
I'm doing well, Timothy. How are you?
Not too bad at all. Whoa, we are second and goal at the 5. That was quick.
Whoa, hello.
Jaguars quickly on the move. We're about to pull up what happened there. Guess we can probably grab that right from the box score, right?
Looks like a fumble.
Might have been a fumble on the kick. Yeah, it is. Opening kickoff fumble by the Chargers. That puts Dennis Young in the red zone quickly. He's now facing a 3rd and goal at the 2-yard line. All right, just sorry to hit the repeat, just making sure the broadcast was coming through, and it is. Here's a run up the middle. Defense calls run, but no matter. Etienne right into the end zone easily, and it's 6-0 Jags, just like that. Fast as we could get connected. So Jess Giller is going to have to dig himself out of an early hole here with a fast turnover. Touchdown scored by the Jaguars, coached by Dennis Young. You USFFL members might know him as the longtime coach of the New England Patriots. There's going to be coached by Jess Giller, whose USFFL affiliation is with the Carolina Panthers, now going on about 3 years. And Jess will open up 1st and 10 at his own 28. He's going to start with the run game. We've got an off tackle to Eckler. And Eckler getting a short gain on the defensive card, and we're going to get some extra yardage on that box. It appears we do. That's a 28-yard run. What are the variables when that box kicks in, if you happen to be listening? Looks like we temporarily double-checking on that turnover. Yeah, fumble on the kickoff. Just brutal. Eckler following that up with a 7-yard run, and it's 2nd and 3. Neither of these is what has an offensive line you want to count on if you're trying to spring a run. Both these lines can protect the quarterback with pass blocking, but they're not going to spring any run blocks. Not a single 5-rated run blocker on these teams. And there's a 2-yard loss. Josh Kelly with a couple linebackers in the zone. Loses a couple, and it's 3rd and 5 now for the Chargers. Eckler back in the game for this 3rd down. Full spread formation here from the Chargers. And Justin Herbert back to pass, looking short, no good, incomplete. He was targeting Mike Williams, and it's 4th and 5 at the 39. And Coach Geller is going to go for this.
Yeah, Cameron Dicker can't go deep.
Range is only out to this year. Next year he'll be. So he's going to go for it on 4th and 5. Chargers with a full spread formation and Herbert out of the shotgun. Dennis has the defense sitting in a nickel, and here's a button hook. Got a linebacker in the zone. This one's going to Eckler. So he's targeting the right man, certainly from a yak perspective. And a yak opportunity it is. Eckler with the dice. He's got a first down and good yardage inside the 20 and tackled at the 18 after a pickup of 21. So a big fourth down conversion. And the Chargers are now in the red zone. Herbert back to pass again, looking short. This one going to Mike Williams and no good. Missed it on Herbert's card. Herbert out of the gates 1 for 3. And it's second down and 10 at the 18. Now 3 wide receivers, 1 halfback, so certainly a pass set. Defense looks run, but it's a quick slant into an empty zone over the middle. So a great call there by the offense on 2nd and 10. Gerald Everett's the target, and on the defensive card, receiver is the result, and he's going to get himself 8 yards on that one. 2 at the 10. Stays out of that 9-yard line and in where those linebackers crash the line. So flat pass still in play here on 3rd and 2 from the 10. Back to pass, Herbert looking short, going to Keenan Allen. He is doubled by the safety, and that's incomplete. Great call there by Dennis Young.
Next year he'll have double team catches, not this year.
Yeah. 4th and 2. The field goal from here is 2 through 11. But on 4th and 2, clearly Jess Geller's thinking about going for it.
Yeah, I mean,
the kicker.
From the 10-yard line, I mean, you got extra reason to do it.
As I referenced earlier, neither of these teams, though, real good with their run blocking.
Or their run defense, though.
That's true. Anthony referencing the run defense, and while we wait, Jacksonville's actually rated good against the run, although their cards do have ample opportunities for a good rated defense.
Eckler has trouble getting 2 yards. He has no problem getting 1 yard, but 2 yards is a real challenge for him.
All right, not sure if game number coming, maybe.
Am I dropping in and out on you, Tim? Can you hear me clearly or
Not
no?
at all. No,
Okay.
You're coming through just fine.
Eckler's guest right column is great to get that yard, but not 2. So that's the consideration if you're Jess, is guest right's almost as good as keyed. But, you still have that run-pass dynamic. Get him guessed wrong.
I still think that it's tough to turn down a 2-11 field goal here.
I agree. So early, and Jacksonville hasn't put together a drive or anything yet.
Still no new game number as of yet. I'm gonna see if I can't chat. You know what? My chat's not going through. You know what that means. It's probably me that's locked up here. So let's go ahead and get back in again. See what the score is. Aha, there is a new game number coming. Just popped up on my phone.
31769. Here you go. You got it.
Well, that's not good news. Looks like they've dropped again. Pretty sure they're not still in on that number, though. We'll double check.
You have a time yet for your game, Tim?
No, I haven't reached out to Chris yet. Part of that's because I'm just pretty wide open. I'm going to reach out to him probably later tonight, first thing tomorrow for sure. And I'm pretty wide open. I got lots of flexibility. So wherever he wants to fit it in, I'm sure we can get it done. Yeah, I think that game number is about to be replaced. And in fact, there it is. Okay. All right, we are back, and indeed we did get a field goal from the Chargers. He went ahead and settled for the 3. It's 7-3 Jags. Now, after a touchback, have their next possession beginning at their own 25. Travis Etienne's got a dangerous card on wrong, 5.1 average. Here's a pitch out to Etienne. It goes to the defensive card, however. Still going to pick up 5. 6 on the white die. Beats that defensive end. Chris Rumpf.
I consider this a tough matchup for the Chargers. It's a tough one. Real tough one.
Back to pass.
Got to guess right a lot.
That's good. Trevor Lawrence connecting on the play for Christian Kirk for a gain of 10, and it's 1st and 10 Jags out at the 40. Chargers definitely have a better pass rush. Here's a quick slant to the tight end, Evan Ingram, and he's got himself a short gain on Lawrence's card. Nice roll there. Across midfield, a gain of 16. Brought down by
That's exactly right. They're going to have to get some sacks today.
1st and 10 at the 44. Yeah, I just think it's going to be tougher. Both these teams have pretty good pass blocking, and it's going to be tougher, I think, for the Jags to get pressure on the quarterback. Incomplete first down pass to Marvin Jones at 2nd and 10. But I do like Etienne over Eckler. Off tackle, just a gain of 1 that time for Etienne. And then it's going to make it 3rd and 9. So Etienne after a slow
that was on the one white die.
Carries for 12. Jags split out 3 wides here. Chargers in a 3-2-6. Here's a screen. Empty zone. Into the defensive card it goes, and receiver result, that's a 1st down completion. Travis Etienne goes for 14 on his wrong column. Move the sticks. Now at the 29 of the Chargers. Dan Arnold's in now. 2 tight end set. There's a run up the middle, and it's a 7-yard pickup. Chargers called run defensively that time. Nice call, Coach Geller, but it didn't matter on the defensive card. 2nd and 3. Eighth play of the drive, run up the middle, and that's 1st down yardage for Travis Etienne. So a healthy dose of the tailback so far. 7 carries so far in the 1st quarter for Etienne. He's out on this play.
Now we see Hasty. Yeah.
Michael Hasty's in. He's also got a good yak rating in there. It's a B. So he's a sub that can do some things. Still out of a 2 tight end set. And indeed, here's off tackle. Going to Hasty. And to the defensive card, Hastie's got good yardage, first down. Pickup of 11 inside the 10, first and goal at the 7. So the Chargers in danger of going down 2 scores if they can't get a stand here. Hasty stays in. Still out of the 2 tight end set. Linebackers on the line of scrimmage. Short pass and incomplete. Trying to get Zay Jones on the left side of the end zone. Couldn't find it on the defensive.
That's where Khalil Mack can hurt you.
Huh?
You see Khalil Mack's 1 star can hurt you. I often would double team with Khalil and get the free safety up there. Inside the 10 should be a pretty good spot for this team.
Short pass again. This one's caught. Christian Kirk, touchdown Jags.
So if you had the free safety blitzing instead, he still would not have gotten the sack because of the 70. But you see the effect of Khalil Mack there, 0% chance. It's that 1 star. That 1 star can really bite you in Stratomatic. Got to be very mindful of it.
Especially when you have 0 rated pass blockers in the backfield, which Travis Etienne is.
Yep.
Whoop. My bad. So the Jags now up 14-3, late first quarter. The Chargers will open their next drive at the 25. Josh Kelly in at the tailback, 3 wide receivers set. Back to pass, Herbert. Looking short, it's going to Gerald Everett, and on the defensive card, defender is the reading, and it's incomplete. Just a 4 on the white die, and Rayshon Jenkins makes the play, 2nd and 10. Herbert not finding his range just yet. Eckler's back in the game out of a blocking back set. Nickel defense here on 2nd and 10 from the Jags. So they'll go ahead and stay back a little bit, but they're going to guess run. And it's a short pass. Gerald Everett the target again. And on a receiver result, Everett cannot make the play. Gets that 7 on the split die, and it's 3rd and 10 now for the Chargers. Shotgun formation, full spread out here, 4 wides for the Bolts. Herbert looking short again. This one's going to Mike Williams. Herbert catch for Williams and to pick up a 10. Just enough to move the sticks. So a big 3rd down conversion prevents that 3 and out. First 3rd down conversion of the game for the Chargers. They're at the 35. Little dump pass, left side, DeAndre Carter. Caught the Jags looking run, so an opportunity here on the dice. To the quarterback card, and it's opportunity. +6 from the quarterback, 7 more. In yak yardage from DeAndre Carter. 13-yard play. Chargers 48. Three wide receivers. DeAndre Carter again, a hitch to him. Linebacker in zone, and it's going to be a pick of a 5. Jags defensively have that +5 on a 6 reading on their defense. So 2nd and 5, now in Jacksonville territory at the 47. Second down run up the middle. Austin Eckler, and he's just going to get a yard. 1 on the white die. Push that to the right column in that 3-wide formation and cost him the yardage. It's 3rd and 4. Would have been a 7-yard gain. So the Chargers need another 3rd down conversion here, just on Jacksonville's side of the 50. They'll split out 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs. Parham's in front of Eckler. And Herbert back to pass, looking short. This one's targeting Josh Palmer. And on the defensive card, Palmer's got the catch, and he's got room. Up the sideline, down the left sideline, he might go, and he is untouched to the end zone. 46-yard touchdown pass. Herbert to Josh Palmer. Hits the 11 on the short pass. Three-man column and picks up a long gain. Double sixes on the split chart. And with the extra point from Dicker, the Jags now lead just 14-10 as we reach the quarter and head to the second quarter here. Nice kick return by Jamel Agnew. The Jaguars will open at the 30. This is the first AFC action for the 22 replay of the playoffs, which opened last night with an impressive comeback win in the fourth quarter by your 49ers, Anthony. Congratulations on that, by the way.
Thank you very much.
Oh, here's a ball incomplete. Caught the defense looking run. And Dennis Young had dialed up a deep ball to Christian Kirk, but on the defense, couldn't find it. 2nd and 10. Did keep a man in the zone. And that was the difference. Would have been a long game. So 2nd and 10 here. Dump pass left side. Evan Ingram. And a yak opportunity for him. And from the tight end position, Ingram's got good yardage. Out to the 46-yard line. Pick up a 16 yards on the play. He's got that A-rated yak, so you know that Dennis is going to keep him busy if you're not covering him. It's real nice to have yak at an A at the tight end position. First down run, JaMychal Hasty back in the game. Brought down right away by Morgan Fox, 2nd and 10. Onside guard had an opportunity to spring that with a block. Only needed to be a 4, but as I mentioned early on, neither of these teams really specialize in run blocking here. So 2nd down and 10. Lawrence back to pass. Looks short. That's caught. First down yardage. Marvin Jones. That was a defender reading. And he beat Aloy Gilman with a 5 on the white die. Jags now across midfield at the 39-yard line of Los Angeles. Trevor Lawrence having a pretty good game here, 7 of 10 for 89 and the 1 touchdown. First down screen, left side going to JaMychal Hasty out of the backfield, and he's gained. First down and more. At the 25, brought down at the 24 by Nasir Adderley. 5 tackles all. As JaMychal Hasty, as we mentioned earlier, with a pretty good yak coming off the bench. Doing a good job spelling for Travis Etienne. He'll stay in the game here. 2 tight end formation. Giller's got his Chargers out of a 3-4. The double's on Ingram, but it's a short pass to Kirk and incomplete. Trevor Lawrence couldn't find it on his right column. Nice call there by the defense. 2nd and 10. Hasty still in the game at tailback. Defense looks pass. Here's a pitch out. JaMychal Hasty headed for the edge, but brought down, dragged down right away again. Kyle Van Noy on the tackle there. 3rd down and 10. It's a big 3rd down opportunity for both teams here. Jags are a perfect 2 for 2 so far today in this situation. They're going to split out 3 wides. Lawrence out of the shotgun. Hasty is out. Etienne is back in the game at tailback. Lawrence drops back to pass. Short. It's caught. First down yardage. But it looks like we have off pass interference. So a first down completion to Zay Jones is wiped away, and all of a sudden it's 3rd and 20. Way back at the 34-yard line. In this range, Riley Patterson would be just 2 through 5. a couple yards away from a 2 through 8 and 12. Coaches are remarking about the penalties. I was actually just getting ready to ask you about that, Anthony, as far as which of these teams has sort of an advantage as far as penalty possibilities.
Well, I don't have the stats up in front of me, but the Chargers are very good penalties this year. I'm not sure about
Not that way the year before, right? Didn't you have a high penalty team the year
Correct.
before?
2 years ago, Super Bowl year.
Yeah. 3rd and 20. Here's a draw, and it's pickup of just 5. It does get him into the closer range, so a conservative play there.
Oh,
here comes the field goal attempt, and it's no good. The variable pushed that back into the long range and made it a 2 through 5, and he misses it. So it remains 14-10 Jaguars. The Chargers at the 10:48 mark of the second quarter take over 36. Back to pass on first down, looking short. This one's caught. Palmer again, 14 yards, brought down right at midfield by Rayshon Jenkins. Got the defense looking run on that one. Would have been incomplete on right. 3 wide receivers splitting out with 1 halfback. It's Eckler. Right now, to this point of the game, 75% pass play call here from Geller and the Chargers. Another pass here, button hook. That's caught on a 10-yard pickup for Eckler. First down at the Jacksonville 40. Once again, caught Coach Dennis Young looking for a run play. Herbert back to pass again. Short, going to Palmer. He's double-teamed this time. Safety Cisco is all over him. And we'll see what the white die does here. Presumably, we've got a flush. And it's going to be going to Norton. And on Herbert's card, that's not going to be much, just a pickup of 1.
What's he doing on the field? What's Norton doing making the catch? I missed that. So
every time I see something
lined
like
up
that,
a tight end there?
Think of Anthony Sherman.
Yeah, I mean, he does have a tight end rating, but I didn't catch the formation that put him in there. That's interesting.
Yeah, I thought he was in as the fullback on that play. 2nd and 9 here. Off tackle, going to the tailback, Eckler, and he's going to get just 3. This is a short gain by just a shade. And that makes it 3rd and 6 Chargers at the Jacksonville 36. Again, from here, Dicker's only a 2 through 3. So this is 4-down territory for Coach Geller. He's going to split out 4 wides. Dennis has his Jags in the nickel. Eckler's the tailback. Herbert back to pass, looking short. Going for DeAndre Carter. He is not double-teamed. It was Keenan Allen that got that nod. And we have a dump off. Needing 6, going out to Palmer. And he's going to lose a yard right away. And actually, it's going to count incomplete after all, because it went to the look-in. So 4th and 6 at the Jacksonville 36. And just as we would expect in this situation, with a 2 through 3 possibility field goal, they are going for it. Spread formation. Herbert this time, not under center, back in the shotgun. Jags in the nickel. They need 6. Flat pass is not out of the realm here. Back to pass, looking short. The safety is all over the target, Josh Palmer. So a nice double here by the safety. And a good opportunity for the Jags to get up. It's a flush. Going to the flat. Eckler is the target. He's got the yak. It's a receiver opportunity. He's got the catch, but not quite enough. Eckler gets just 4, needed 6. And it's a turnover on downs. Back to Jacksonville. So the Jags at the 8:24 mark of the second quarter, up 14-10. Get possession back. 1st and 10 now from their own 32. Michael Hasty will start this series in the tailback. There's Michael Hasty off tackle, and that's going to be a 1st down run of 10 yards. Hasty looking pretty good off the bench here today. Jacksonville now from their 42. Off tackle again, JaMychal Hasty. And right back to the defensive card and right back to another short gain for Hasty. 11 yards that time and a first down. Across midfield, the Jags now at the Chargers 47. Two tight end formation. Single setback to JaMychal Hasty. We'll see if he's getting Geller's attention yet. Chargers looking pass. It's an off tackle. And this time, Hasty brought down right away.
The Chargers' best friend has been that dreaded 5.
So that will set up a 2nd and 10 now. Hasty out of the game. Travis Etienne back in. Here's a pitch out to Etienne. Defense calls run and brings him down right away. Nice call by Coach Geller. Nasir Adderley, his 6th tackle. He's been busy. And it sets up 3rd and 10 now from the Chargers 47. Dennis Young splitting out 3 wide receivers. Out of the shotgun is Lawrence. Etienne beside him. Chargers out of the nickel. Quick out, flat pass going to Evan Ingram. The tight end's got it, but just 7 yards. Comes up a little short. It's 4th and 3 at the 40-yard line. And the Jags are going to go for it, I'm sure. Surely they're going to go, and they do indeed. 2 tight end formation. Chargers are 1 for 2 on today.
Which is one of those games where
their first opportunity.
Got to go.
End zone. This one's going to Travis Etienne. Receiver is the result. Etienne's got the catch and the first down. Pickup of 9 out on the left side. Brought down at the 31.
Very effective flat pass catchers, Etienne.
That's a good card there. You better believe it. Here's a run up the middle, and Etienne's good for 7 more.
You pair that
Second
kind of
down
card
and
with
3.
a B. I mean, it's a good comparison. Like, Etienne is a better receiver than Eckler. We saw it there. I mean, you saw Eckler's card fall short of getting the 4th down conversion.
Quick slant and incomplete, but a defensive penalty. Chargers were offsides, and that's going to be a first down. Now into the red zone. Jags 1st and 10 at the 19. 4:48 to go before halftime. Trying to build on a 14-10 lead.
Just to finish that thought, I'd rather have an Etienne card in a B than an Eckler card in an A.
All day long, I'm with you 100%. And just as we say that, Etienne is brought down right away by the nose tackle. Sebastian Joseph Day, good enough to best that 4 on the white die, just barely. 2nd and 10. Lawrence back to pass, looks short, got his man, Zay Jones, first down. Inside the 10, tackled at the 8-yard line by Derwin James. And it's 1st and goal there. At the 8. Etienne is out. JaMychal Hasty back in. 2 tight end set. Defense looks run. Short pass and incomplete. But pass interference called against heads. That's going to put the Jags 1st and goal. Right on the doorstep at the 1-yard line. Full house.
And then the Chargers card.
So tough to get a stop against this.
With this got a key right every time. That's all.
Yeah.
Key right every time, and then you're still going to get it wrong.
He is on Lawrence, but the run is up the middle by the tailback. Hasty touchdown, Jags. Right at the 3-minute mark, they've extended to a 10-point lead. Riley Patterson on with the extra point attempt to try to make it 11 and just slips it in there. But it is good indeed. And the Jags lead 21-10. Ooh, and a nice return on the kickoff by DeAndre Carter. Snake eyes was the roll. It's only 33-yard return, but the Chargers do start with a good field position at the 36. 2:42 remaining before halftime. Still have all 3 timeouts. Three wide receivers splitting out here for the Bolts. Eckler's the tailback. Here's an off-tackle run. Austin Eckler goes to the defensive card. He's going to get just 3 yards. Right tackle couldn't make the block. The 4 on the white die. 2nd and 7. Chargers march right back up there with 3 wide receivers. And Eckler's back to, or I should say, Herbert's back to pass. Going short. No good. Incomplete. He was trying to get Gerald Everett. Injury on the play to DeAndre Carter. So the Chargers receiver is down.
Better off with Everett than Bandy.
He'll just be injured for the remainder of the first half. And that'll be exactly 2 minutes of game time as we have reached the 2-minute warning here. Chargers down by 11. They've got a 3rd and 7 here from their own 39. Herbert out of the shotgun, 4 wides, drops back, looking to pass, going short. Josh Palmer, he's got the catch and a first down. Josh Palmer with his 3rd catch, and the Chargers are now across midfield, 1st and Jacksonville 48. They'll stay with 3 wide receivers here. 90 seconds left before halftime. Off tackle. There's a run from Austin Eckler. Defense wasn't looking for that, and it's going to be just 3 yards. Went to the defensive card, just missed a couple of gains. Eckler settles for 3. Clock runs down to 1:07. Didn't see if that was a hurry up. Doesn't seem like it. I think maybe we let that clock run. 2nd and 7. Back to pass, looking deep. Going to Josh Palmer is incomplete. Herbert couldn't get it on his card, and it's 3rd and 7 at the Jacksonville 45.
You fighting a cold, Tim?
I am a little bit. Congestion, always.
Me too.
Four wide receivers splitting out here again. Out of the shotgun, back to pass, looking short. This was going to the tailback. Eckler to the defensive card we go, and that is no good, incomplete. On the defensive card, it came up as receiver, and Eckler opportunities missed it. 5th and 7 at the 45. They are going to do a coffin corner punt. There's an injury, by the way, on the Jags defense to Tyson Campbell. We'll come back to that. Coffin corner punt going out of bounds at about the 16. Indeed it is. And that's where Jacksonville will take over with 45 seconds left before halftime. Wow, Tyson Campbell. My apologies for not recognizing your name. That injury is a 6-rated corner.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Heard on that play for the Jags. And he will miss the rest of the game.
Tough
so
spot there.
Got that working for you if you're the Chargers trying to make a comeback. The 6-rated corner on the other side. Going to miss the game.
Still so tough to fumble that opening kickoff and have to give the ball back to the Jags here, up 11. You know, it's like, that's a 2 for possessions are gold in this game. This game, possessions matter so much, and you lost 2 there. Such a hill to climb. For the Chargers.
Yep, handed him a 7-0 lead with what should have been your opening possession. Jags just taking a knee here to get us to halftime. And we are indeed. Halftime score, 21-10. Jags up on the Chargers at home. Jags have outgained them 203 to 188. Chargers.
We lose you, Tim? You still there? We might have lost him. Not sure. I see the game rolling. Nice. Well, I'll call it under the assumption that we're still rolling here. Guessed right run at the end. It's going to still get 15. Heartbreak for the Chargers on a good call would have been. It would have gone to the card of Etienne instead. 15. First and 10 up to the 40. See the Jags rolling through carries here, having to balance Hasty and Etienne. Guessed wrong, flat pass for 11, and the Jags are on the move. I'm going to check my phone here to see if it's me or if it's something else. It's me or if it's something else. Looks like it's not. So I'll continue calling until we get Tim back. Flat pass, Evaninger incomplete. 2nd and 10. Had a guess wrong opportunity, couldn't bring it in. Looks like it's not. So I'll continue calling. Chargers need to stop desperately here. You might say, why desperately with 13:48 left in the third? Well, can't fall behind by 3 scores. You don't want that to happen, obviously. Linebuck, Etienne only gets 3 and uses a valuable carry. There's just 9 left early here in the third quarter. That, perhaps, is the best news for the Chargers. Because you want to see
back
Etienne
in
get
if
some
you can
shred
hear
off
me,
that
Anthony.
tile. Yeah, okay, I've been covering for you.
Thank you. I lost internet for a moment.
Well, the stream stayed alive. And just a massive third down conversion there. Chargers had them where they wanted them, and gets a 6 white die on a 3rd and 10. Just a heartbreak.
Trying to get the game pulled up again here.
Fumble. Recovered by the Chargers.
Oh, my.
So Etienne's downfall is that fumble, and it shows up there guessed wrong, I believe that was. Picked up by the Chargers. No need to play around. Just sit on the ball. And he does it. So 22.7 is a fumble there versus 2. He was going to fumble any which way on a 2. Etienne not trustworthy with his hands. So that is the break. As Jess points out, that the Chargers need to get back in this thing. Touchdown drive here, and we have ourselves all game and a half.
Wow, so the Jags drove all the way down into the red zone, and then they fumbled it away?
They sure did.
Wow.
And you've got Etienne down to 8 carries left here with 11:42 left in the third. You want to see him run the tank dry. That might be the best thing the Chargers have going, is Etienne's low carries. Just let me know when you're back fully, Tim. 2nd and 7.
I am back fully, but I'm also happy to have you captain it for a little bit if you'd like.
Yeah, well, I'm struggling with the cold, so feel free whenever you're ready.
All right.
2nd and 7.
All right, I'm happy to jump in there, buddy.
All right, all yours.
2nd and 7 play. We've got a flat pass, and we have an interception possibility, but incomplete. Neither of these quarterbacks particularly heavy on the interceptions. Herbert missed the 2 through 3 split there. But it's 3rd and 7 after that incompletion. So the Chargers, after recovering that fumble, in danger of punting it right back immediately. Back to pass, looking short and incomplete. Another nice double team there from Coach Dennis Young. Had a man all over DeAndre Carter, and on 4th and 7, they're going to have to punt it away. And an injury there again to another receiver, Josh Palmer, who has the game's touchdown earlier for the Chargers, is down after that play. 43-yard punt here from the Bolts. Nothing on the return, and the Jags will take over 1st and 10 at their own 38.
Chargers aren't the best short pass, long pass team. It's a small ball team, and you need patience. They don't fumble, that's good, but just a lot of short passing going on. It's Herbert's card, his reputation thinks he's a short pass, long pass guy. This year he's not.
First down, looking short pass, but he's going to have to dump it off. This one going out in the flat to JaMychal Hasty out of the backfield, but incomplete. Lawrence couldn't get his man. 2nd down and 10. Trevor Lawrence, 13 of 19 on the day. $165 and that one tutty. Here's a key on the tailback, but it's a short pass. Christian Kirk getting incomplete. Lawrence got his interception split roll there. Not what you want to see when you got the defense looking run. Missed that snake eyes interception, and it's 3rd down and 10. Chargers out of the nickel, 3 wide receivers. For the Jags, back to pass, looking short, and that ball's incomplete, almost intercepted. And I believe that's either 3 straight interception split roll opportunities or 3 and 4 plays.
Yeah, I mean, and Herbert had one too, I think, last drive. I mean, it's been a lot of interception splits.
Here's a nice punt inside the 15 at about the 12-yard line. Just a 3-yard return, and the Chargers will begin this drive at the 15-yard line. So 85 yards away. They still trail 21-10. 9:36 to go, 3rd quarter. And the Chargers again coming out, 3 wide receiver formation. Seems like they're just pretty committed to the pass game here at this point. Back to pass, looking short and no good, incomplete. That one intended for DeAndre Carter. Herbert missed it on his card, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I want to see some small ball here from the Chargers. You listening, Jess? I don't know if he says the UT been there, but
here's the small ball off tackle and a pick up of 5 yards and a penalty on top of that. A little bit too much on the tackle, and 15 yards is marked off. 1st and 10 now. Chargers at their own 35.
So if you even go 3 wide a lot with the Chargers, I mean, it breaks up that 3-4D to give you that flat pass. You know, that's kind of one of the advantages of it.
And you do have the A-rated yak in your tailback. Here's a quick slant, and that's going to Gerald Everett.
Yep.
Defense looking run. Real opportunity here. Receiver is the result, and a 10-yard pickup by Everett.
Love it. Love it. Nice call.
Catch in this game.
Everett is just an underrated guy. You know, I mean, look at that maxed out. And on the 3, you usually get a pretty bad result, right or wrong. But Everett is the right guy to go to. Get you +10.
Yeah, that's a great card for flat pass. So a little more small ball like you were asking for. Defense looking run. Here's another flat pass right back to Everett. And he's got 8 on this play. And an injury to Corey Lindsley. I know that name. And that's not a good thing. Is he a 7'6"? What is he?
Not this year, but he's good. Then the 0-0 comes in.
He's a 7 pass block as a center and a 4 run block.
Yep.
Best lineman that the Chargers have, and now he's down.
Poor guy, too. He's out. He retired now, Tim, as you might have seen.
2nd down and 2. Back to pass. Herbert looking short to eat it. Keenan Allen. He's doubled by the safety. Nice call here by Coach Dennis Young. We got a flush. Secondary chance here for the Chargers. Little dump off going to Mike Williams. And on his card receiver, it's no good, incomplete. And so that makes it 3rd down and 2 for the Chargers at the 47-yard line of the Jags.
Parham can play blocking back, but I guess Strom gives you
There's the aforementioned Norton in this game right now as the fullback. Here's a dump pass going to Gerald Everett and incomplete. Herbert can't find it on his card. It's a soft spot. It's a 4th and 2 for the Chargers at the Jags 47. Halfway through the 3rd quarter, they're down 21-10, and they are going. And
got to burn the timeout. Made a mistake. Yeah, I made a mistake here.
Kitty in at halfback. Yeah, you probably want to get a timeout. Sometimes you in this situation, if I made a bad call, I still might be stubborn and just pass it. Back to pass looking short. This one's going to Gerald Everett. He is double teamed. He makes the catch on the double team column of Herbert for a clutch 4th and 2 conversion.
All right, more blocking back fullback. Let's go.
Like we said, don't burn the timeout. Just let her rip. Huge play. Big differential there. Jags would have had possession.
Where's
out
Mike
and about
Williams?
their
I'm so
40.
confused. Where's
And
Mikey?
instead, it's 1st and 10 now. Chargers at the 36.
I don't see Mike out there.
Yeah, I don't see Mike Williams
Get
either.
Mike Williams. Yeah, get him on the field.
First down run off tackle. Austin Eckler. White Dice sends us to Eckler's card, and it's good for just 3. Second down and 7. At the 33. Again, they're down by 11. A field goal helps. You got to get down to the 32. You're almost there. Off tackle on 2nd and 7. Defense looking pass again. Eckler to the defensive card, and he's going to get just 1 yard. No blocking back in that formation. And it's 3rd and 6.
Where's Storm Norton when you need him?
Yep. Third down and 6 at the 32. It's not a comfortable position. You're right at that variable range that burned you earlier in the game. 4 wide receivers split out here. Eckler's the tailback.
I see Everett in here.
Here's a screen to Eckler. Man in zone. And on the defensive guard, it comes up receiver, and Eckler's got the catch and a first down.
That's what we get for criticizing Eckler's flat pass right called.
That's right. That's about as good as it gets other than Snake Eyes, but he got what he needed. Moves the sticks, and it's 1st and 10 now at the Jacksonville 26. And another good double team by the safety. Dennis Young doubles up on Mike Williams. He makes the catch nonetheless. An 11-yard pickup. Into the red zone now.
Some magical double team passing here by the Chargers. Nice calls by Coach Dennis, but hitting the numbers.
And a tip of the cap as well from Chargers coach, noticing that those double teams are solid. And I've seen that a lot from Dennis. He's got a good feel for that. 1st and 10 at the 15. Safety up close now, showing blitz. Everett's back in the game here in this 3 wide receiver formation. Off tackle to Eckler. Defense called run. And they have a man in zone, and it's going to be a loss of 2. So a nice all-around call there as well by Dennis Young, calling run and stacking the right side of the line.
With a 6, no less. I didn't realize that guy was a 6. Holy man.
Yeah, that might be Aluakon. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, sure.
Sadi Aluakon.
Yep.
2nd and 12, back to pass, looking short, caught, and a little short of the first down is DeAndre Carter. His 3rd catch gets 10 yards, but after that run lost yardage earlier, we still have a little work to do. 3rd and 2 at the 7-yard line of Jacksonville. So the linebackers all stack up on the zone. Might see him run to the left side here because those run stuffers are on the other side where Aluakon and I think Josh Allen or somebody was the other one. Defense looks run, but it's short pass. He's going to go to the end zone. Donald Parham, he's got the catch and the touchdown. Chargers.
The Dennis Leon killer. Donald Parham. He likes picking on Dennis.
And he needed it to be a run call for that to be good. That would have been incomplete on right. Let's see if he goes for 2 here. It's 21-16. And indeed, he's going to try to cut it to a field goal. So here comes a 2-point conversion attempt for the Chargers out of the blocking back formation. Eckler's the tailback. Parham's in front of him. 3-4 blitz from the defense. D looks run. Back to pass. Short. Going to Gerald Everett. No good.
Should have gone to Parham.
It's a 5-point game.
Parham is your 2-point expert.
Touchback on the kick. Jaguars have possession now. 1st and 10 at their 25. 3:36 to go, 3rd quarter. They're up by 5 points, 21-16. They'll start 3 wide receivers here as well. Chargers out of the nickel. Here's a run up the middle. Etienne. It's good for 5. Got that on his wrong column. Right back up to the line again with another 3-wide receiver. Single tailback formation. Defense looks running. It is. Loss of 2. Good call there, Coach Geller. And that's going to make it 3rd and 7. Changes the whole complexion of this down. Back to pass, looking short, and a nice double team by the safety from the Chargers all over Marvin Jones. But it's going to be a flush. So Trevor Lawrence dumps it out to the flat, and that's good. 13-yard pickup and a first down. Lawrence to Kirk. Jags now 1st and 10 at their own 41. Etienne is out. Jermichael Hasty back into the game. There's a little dump pass right side, tying in Evan Ingram, and he's got a yak opportunity. That's good if you're Jags. And Ingram, good pickup of yardage across the 50 and all the way down to the 40. 19-yard pickup for Evan Ingram. Now 6 catches and 80 yards in the game. Hasty stays in the game here. 2 tight end set. Here's an off-tackle run. Hasty going nowhere. Another good call from Geller on defense. Making the run call, saving a 7-yard gain at 2nd and 10. 9 carries, 38 yards so far for Hasty. He's still in the game here on this play. Final minute of the 3rd quarter. Defense looks pass. Here's the run again. Hasty to the defensive card. And he's got another short gain past the linebackers into the secondary and a gain of 18 on the play. Michael Hasty continues his good game. All the way down to the Chargers' 22-yard line. 1st and 10. Still out of the 2 tight end set here. Oh, great call defense. Looking pass. 2 linebackers in zone and the correct double team on the tailback Hasty. Coach Geller was all over that one. And on the defensive
3-minute zone.
So 2nd and 10 here. Right back into the flats to Jermichael Hasty, and that's going to be good for 5. Hasty on his receiver right column makes it 3rd and 5. Now inside the red zone of the Chargers 17. Already in good field goal range that could extend this 5-point lead to 8. We're just inside the 4th quarter here. Jags up by 5 at home. Lawrence out of the shotgun. Nickel defense. Yeah. Defense looks past it to draw up the middle and not quite 4 yards. He's going to be a yard short. 4th and 1 at the Chargers 13-yard line. And I got to think that we're going to see the Jags go for this. Don't you think, Anthony? And indeed we do.
Yeah, I'd say so. And this is the time where you want to make some subs. I should have talked to Jess a bit before. You got a 4-run safety. I'd like to see him in blitz, bring him up, get 8 men in the box. At least the threat of it.
At the 13-yard line, he's certainly free to do whatever he wants with that safety. The tailback is Etienne, single setback and a 2 tight end set. 4th and 1. 3-4 here from the Chargers. Inside run, Travis Etienne on his card. He's going to get it. 2 yards. Just a straight run call there from Coach Geller. And Etienne found a good spot on his card to move the sticks. It's 1st and 10 at the 11. Defense looks pass, off tackle, and that's going to be 6 yards for Jermichael Hasty. Jermichael Hasty now 11 carries, 62 yards rushing in the game. He's also added 20 through the air. Stays in the game here. 2 tight end set. He is fatigued. He gets the ball anyway, off tackle, and he's going to lose a yard. Not only was he fatigued, but Jess Geller with a good call on run again. That sets up a 3rd and 5 at the 6.
Not a bad idea to call
12
run a lot here. Lawrence's must run is real. It makes a real difference right here. So makes sense to call run a little bit more. Doesn't mean you call it every time.
Short pass, and that's going to be caught. Touchdown, Christian Kirk. His 2nd of the game. And Dennis Young and the Jags have opened up a 2-score lead here at the 12-minute mark of the 4th quarter. Extra point from Patterson is good, and it is 27-16 Jacksonville. I'm sorry, 28-16.
I'll be stepping away from it.
Yep. Kick return from the Chargers out across the 20 and brought down at the 21. And so the Chargers now down by 12. Puts them in a position now, after missing that 2-point conversion, that they have to get 2 touchdowns. Plenty of time to do it. Herbert back to pass, looking short. This one's going to Michael Bandy, and that pass is intercepted. Jaguars with the interception at their own 34-yard line. Or I'm sorry, inside San Diego Chargers territory at the 34. And the return is nothing. Brought down right there, but Andrew Wingard with the interception. 2nd turnover of the game for the Chargers is a big one. Jags now 1st and 10 at the 34. If they can hold them to a field goal attempt here, it stays a 2-score game. Flat pass, Christian Kirk, and actually a dead ball foul. 5-yard penalty on the offense. 1st and 15 for the Jags. Etienne, the tailback, behind 2 tight ends. Defense looks run, and it is right up the middle, and loss of a yard. Coach Geller sniffing out the run, which the Jags have been doing plenty of. That's 19 carries now for Travis Etienne, as well as another 12 from JaMychal Hasty. Both those guys with better than 60 yards rushing. And here's another run up the middle and another run call by the defense. No gain. So the Chargers staying aggressive with run defensive calls. And it sets up a 3rd and 16 now at the 40. So after the interceptions, Chargers have a chance to hold here. Back to pass, looking short. Zay Jones is double teamed, and it's incomplete. So another good call from Coach Geller. Both of these coaches have made some great defensive calls. 4th and 16 at the 40, and we're going to see a coffin corner punt here, I think, from Cook. And indeed we do, coffin corner, and that's going to be well into the end zone. He did not angle that correctly. And so Jacksonville still has a 12-point lead, 28-16. Chargers have the ball 1st and 10 at their 20. 9:36 left. So it seemed like all darkness when you're down 2 scores and throw a pick in your own territory, but the Chargers make a quick defensive stop on consecutive good calls by the coach. They get off the field, and they got another shot at it, still with plenty of time. 3 wide receivers split out here, back to pass. Herbert looking short. This one's going to Keenan Allen. To the defensive car we go, and that's going to be a catch. 14 yards and a 1st down. Receiver was the result, and Allen. It's a pretty good card, as you would imagine. 1st and 10 now at the 34. Right back up with 3 wide receivers. Eckler's still the tailback. Back to pass again, looking short. He's double teamed. Keenan Allen by the safety, and that's going to be no good and complete. Another great double team from Coach Dennis Young. And it was the difference. As a matter of fact, it was the same 14-yard possibility there for Keenan Allen, but that time the double team prevented it. So 2nd and 10 now at the 34. Josh Kelly in the game at tailback, and here's a run off tackle. Kelly Going into a pass defense, Kelly goes to the defensive card. Kelly's got a short gain. Big yardage for Kelly. He is across the 50 and inside the 45, down to the Jacksonville 44, a 22-yard run on Josh Kelly's second carry of the game. 8:06 remaining on the clock. Back to pass, looking deep. It is an open zone. The safety, Cisco, was double-teaming Everett, and we've got a long pass to the defensive card, and it finds the long gain with 0 men. Michael Bandy with the catch inside the 10 and all the way. Touchdown, Chargers. A 44-yard touchdown strike. The second 40-plus yard TD bomb from Herbert in this game gets it back to a one-score game. It's 28-22. So it's 6-point differential. 7:48 remaining, and we're waiting to see if the kicker's going to come out here to make it a 5-point game, or if he's interested in the 2-point conversion to cut it to 4. I can argue it both ways, but I think you might want to take just the extra point here. And indeed he will. Dicker the kicker is on for the PAT. And it's automatic, and therefore it's good. 7:48 to go here in Jacksonville. Jags are up 28-23, and they're getting the ball. Touchback. And so the Jags up by 5 points, 7+ minutes to go. Travis Etienne only has 2 carries until he's fatigued. His backup is already fatigued. It's been a run-heavy approach. But not here. Back to pass and looking deep. This one's going from Trevor Lawrence to Christian Kirk. He avoids the rush, but now he's going to do a dump off instead. The target, Etienne. That's a good opportunity for Yak, and Yak is what we're calling for here, and that's first down yardage. Travis Etienne, another nice catch, moves the sticks. Pickup of 11. 4 catches, 57 yards for Etienne. First down now, Jags out to the 36. And we might see them pass more, like I said, with Etienne only having 2 carries left before he's fatigued. And indeed, flat pass, right side, incomplete. Credit there to Coach Geller defensively for doubling up on both flats with linebackers. That went to the defensive card for the automatic incompletion, 2nd and 10. Jags with a 2 tight end set. Big play here. Defense looks pass, run up the middle, and he's brought down quickly. Just a gain of 1. Drew Tranquil makes the tackle. Etienne rolls the 5 on his card. And that makes it 3rd and 9. So a big play here. Jags from their own 37 needing to convert, or they're going to punt it back. Back to pass, looking short and no good, incomplete. Pass intended for Christian Kirk. Missed it on the defensive card with 4 men, and the Jags indeed are punting. Back to the Chargers at the 6:18 mark. That's a nice 52-yard boot, and it's going to roll from there. Inside the 10 and going to drop dead at the 4. So a great kick at a great time by Logan Cook of the Jags. Exactly 6 minutes remain here, 4th quarter. Jags are up 28-23 at home, but Chargers have the ball from their own 4. They need 96 yards. They're going to start blocking back formation. Back to pass, looking short, and Mike Williams is the target, but incomplete. So Justin Herbert stares down the blitz. The shadow of his goalpost. 2nd and 10 from the 4. 3 wide receivers split out. Eckler's the tailback. I would expect we might see a play to him here. And indeed we do. Off tackle, Eckler. Linebacker's not in zone. To the defensive card we go, and Eckler got himself a short gain. Good roll on the Jacksonville card. There is a penalty, but it's a huge run and a personal foul. Eckler breaks off 28 yards with a short gain 18, a box that carried it with 10 more, and a 15-yard penalty on a personal foul. And just like that, from their 4-yard line, it is 1st and 10 at the 47 of the Chargers. Wow, big play. Back to pass, Herbert. Looking short, going to Keenan Allen. Defensive card, receiver result. Allen's got the catch again. 14 yards as he hits that 8 roll for the 3rd time here in the 4th quarter. Move the sticks. Now down to the Jacksonville 39-yard line. 4:48 remains. Defensive coach Young making the comment, it's a thriller. Chargers coach confirms, yeah, just got interesting. Blocking back set. Eckler's your tailback. Short yardage defense. Back to pass. Looking short. This one's going to Gerald Everett. And the tight end goes to the defensive card, and he's got a receiver opportunity and a nice pickup. Everett goes for 14 yards. Down to the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. Chargers right back to a 3-wide receiver, 1 halfback set. Here's an off-tackle run to Eckler. Defense calls run. Good call there by the defense, and that holds him to just 1 yard. 3:36 on the clock and counting. Chargers down by 5. They have a 2nd and 9 at the Jacksonville 24. 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs. It's Parham in front of Eckler. Jags now back down into a 3-4 set. Here's a button hook to Eckler. He is doubled by the safety. Good call here. And that's going to be incomplete on Herbert's card. Great call there by Coach Dennis Young is going to force a 3rd and 9. And unless you think you've got time for 2 field goals, this is 4-down territory if he doesn't get it here. Will he treat it that way and try to go get it in 2, or is he going to go for the short pass here? 4 wide receivers, 1 halfback. Herbert's out of the shotgun. He's got Eckler beside him. Jags in the nickel. Big play here, late 4th quarter. Back to pass, looking short. He's going to Michael Bandy. There's 4 men in that zone, but we've got a flush. You need 9 yards. It's going to Keenan Allen. He's not necessarily blessed with the best yak. It's going to be a receiver result, and he's got 6 yards. So 4th and 3. 2:42 remains on the clock. And indeed, they got to go for it. So big play here, 4th and 3 for the Chargers. They're coming out 4 wide receivers, 1 halfback. Herbert stays under center. He's got Eckler behind him. Nickel defense here by the Jaguars. Chargers are 2 of 3 on 4th downs already in this game. They're at the 18, so the safety doesn't have to cover the deep zone. Makes it easier to pin an extra guy in the flat. Defense looks pass. Here's a run up the middle. Eckler needs it. He goes to the defensive card, and he's got exactly 3 yards. The center could not make the block. But it was still 3 yards on 4th and 3, and it moves the sticks. And it's 1st and 10 at the 15 for the Chargers, who are now 3 of 4 on 4th downs in this game. Right now, we're seeing if either team wants to call a timeout here after that play. Coach is having a little back and forth banter here. And indeed, both coaches let that clock run down. Now with 2:06 remaining in the game, so this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. It's 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. Three wide receiver set here from the Chargers. Eckler's your tailback. Jags out of the nickel. Back to pass is a little dump over the middle. Double teamed is Eckler and incomplete. Another great double team call by Coach Dennis Young. Sniffing out that dump to the tailback. It's 2nd and 10. We do reach the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. At home, they're up 28-23. But the Chargers are in the red zone. 2nd and 10 from the 15. They'll split out 4 wide receivers here. Eckler behind Herbert. Nickel defense here by the Jags. Herbert now with exactly 300 yards passing. And on 2nd and 10, it's a run off tackle. Eckler, and he's going to get 5 yards. There is a penalty, and it's against the defense offside. So they'll go ahead and take that 5 yards and save the down. So the Jags, a little jumpy up front. It's 2nd and 5 now at the Jacksonville 10. And that's a great place to be if you're the Chargers. At the 10, the flats are still in play. Flag did stop the clock. We're at 1:52. 2nd and 5 at the 10. Safety is up close. Cisco's showing blitz here. Blocking back set. Eckler behind Parham. Back to pass. Herbert looking short. He's going to Mike Williams. Herbert on his card. He's got his man. Touchdown, Mike Williams. 4th touchdown pass of the game by Justin Herbert. And the Chargers at the 1:37 mark have taken the lead. They are up 29-28, and you can bet they're going for 2. Going to try to extend this to a 3-point lead. Blocking back set. Eckler's the tailback. 3-4 blitz shown here. Back to pass, looking short. Receivers double team, and that is incomplete. So another great call on the double team by Coach Dennis Young prevents that 2-point conversion. And of note, the Chargers have missed a pair of 2-point conversions in this game. Had both of those been of the automatic extra point variety, they'd be up by 3 right now and safe to at least at a tie on a field goal. But instead, they're going to have to keep them out of field goal range. It's 29-28 Chargers. Jags are starting at their own 25. They're opening with a quick slant over the middle. Incomplete. Evan Ingram was the target, and it went to the defensive card for an interception split roll. Missed it easily, 2nd and 10. 90 seconds remains in this one. Riley Patterson's range goes 7. Inside run drawn. A nice run there. Travis Etienne through the middle for 17. That was +7 on the defensive card. Had a couple boxes behind it. Travis Etienne now fatigued, as is his backup, JaMycal Hasty. 1:07 remains. Jags from their own 42. 3 wide receivers. Defense looks pass. Here comes another draw again. Up the middle. Travis Etienne. Short gain on his card. Etienne right through the middle of the defense again. Picks up 17 yards to the Los Angeles 41. And the Jags call a timeout with exactly 60 seconds remaining. Etienne now over 100 yards, 23 for 103. Part of a very busy rush attack by the Jags. Back to pass, looking short. This one's going to Marvin Jones, and it's incomplete. Lawrence couldn't find it on his card. It's 2nd and 10. Jags still 2 timeouts, 52 seconds left. They'll stay in a 3 wide receiver set. Etienne's the tailback. And here comes the draw, but a run call by the defensive coach. So a great defensive call, but a penalty by the Chargers spoils it. A little jumpy on the line there and a 5-yard penalty. Spoils a great defensive call by Jess Geller. It's 2nd and 5 now at the 36. So already from the 36, it's a 2 through 5 potential field goal to win it. 45 seconds left, 3 wide receivers, 1 halfback. Lawrence is in the shotgun. 3-4 defense. So Jess Geller choosing to keep those extra linebackers in play here. Not wanting to give up much yardage. Here's a button hook. 2-minute zone, incomplete. And so the decision pays off right away as the extra linebacker forces an incompletion on the defensive card and in turn forces a 3rd and 5 from the 36. 37 seconds remains, and I'm thinking we might see a run call here. Get you a little bit closer with a chance of getting that first down. Etienne is fatigued, though. He's got to pass. Back to pass, looking short, going to Zay Jones. Catch is made. First down, out of bounds at the 25. Gain of 11 on the play. Stopping the clock with 30 seconds remaining. At the 25-yard line. From here, it's already a 2 through 8 and 12. You're just 3 yards away from a 2 through 10. Jags still with 2 timeouts. Etienne's out. JaMychal Hasty's in. Flat pass to Hasty. And it's going to be good for 3 yards. He's tackled inbounds. We'll see what the Jags do. I think they're going to maybe burn a timeout here. Surely they're going to burn a timeout and stop it at 22 seconds. And they do indeed. So 22 seconds left. Jags have 1 timeout remaining. They're 2nd and 7 at the 22. From right there, it reads 2 through 10, but the variable could push it back to 2 through 8 and 12. So they're going to play for a few more yards. 2 tight ends set. It's JaMychal Hasty as the tailback. Inside run to Hasty, and he beats the nose tackle for a 6-yard gain. Down to the 16. That's a clean 2 through 10 field goal opportunity. Timeout is called by the Jags, and with just 1 second remaining, here comes the kick to win it. Riley Patterson. The line of scrimmage is the 16. It's going to be a 33-yard field goal attempt for the win. Home fans are on their feet. Riley Patterson going to try to send him home happy. He lines it up. It's 2 through 10. And a timeout is called by the defense. They have officially iced the kicker. Reason number 248 why I love Stratomatic football and the USFFL community. That's hilarious to me. 3rd and 1 here at the 16. Still 1 second showing on the clock. Chargers up by 1, but the Jags with a chippy field goal opportunity for the potential win. Coach is building up the suspense for us. We're still waiting for the roll. Riley Patterson trying to give us the walk-off winner for the home team. And for Dennis Young, the kick is up, and it's good. Jaguars win this one 31-29.
So, Tim, I obviously stepped away. Why did Jacksonville go for 1?
When do you mean?
When it was 29-27, did they go for 1? Or no? Am I
It was
seeing
never
something here that's
29-27.
not right?
It was 29-28. Does that make sense?
Okay. Maybe. Let me see.
So the score
my box score's all messed up.
But
My box score shows it 31-13 Jacksonville. So obviously,
sometimes
I had
the
some weird
box scores
stuff
are
going
not that impressive. Yeah, the really, you look at the score here, the difference is 2 missed 2-point conversions by the Chargers. If those are just extra points, if they weren't, pushing back on that, I can't remember when and why they went for 2. But for those 2 missed extra points, end up losing by 2.
Yeah.
That's easy to say in a vacuum, of course. I'm sure there was good reason to go for that. I probably would have done the same thing. I can't remember right now all those situations that led to those decisions, but anytime you're looking at a 2-point loss and you missed a couple of 2-point conversions, it's worth mentioning. So final score here is 31-29. Looks like Jess is going to join the broadcast. Dennis is going to go run off to dinner. So we can visit with Jess briefly. He should be on in a second. His take on how he felt about playing the Chargers in this one. I just got a message from Dennis Young saying in addition to dinner, he's got to watch the Philadelphia Flyers. So a hockey fan indeed. Hey, we welcome Jess Miller to the stage. Jess, how we doing tonight, buddy?
Good. I can't get rid of the background of the game.
You say that again?
I can't get rid of the background noise. I turned off the game, but I'm still hearing the crowd. The crowd hasn't left the stadium. I'm still hearing the crowd, even though I shut down Stratomatic.
Yeah, that happens to me sometimes too. And usually if that happens, I just have to go to Task Manager and kill Stratomatic.
Oh, that's what I'll do. Okay.
Yeah, if you go to Task Manager and kill Stratomatic. Also, that's usually my cue that I need. Sometimes I need to reboot when it does that too. So. I can't hear it anymore. Are you still hearing it on your end?
It's saying Jess is frozen.
There we go. Now we got him. You're back.
You have to put up some background noise now.
2 Jesses.
Well, I just kicked one of them off, but you're back here. How'd you like the game? How did it go? What's your reaction, buddy?
Just like the Chargers and Jaguars. Just like what was it last year? 27-0 that the Chargers.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And there was a big comeback by the Chargers.
So a wild game. I mean, Dennis was double teaming me all night really well. So I started throwing it to some. I finally caught his safety kind of like sneaking on and I got it for a touchdown, but. My opening kickoff fumble, that kind of, I don't know if you saw that. That set me back.
Yes, I just missed it, but we recognized right away when we were questioning why the Jags were already first and goal so quickly. We figured out pretty quickly that you had already fumbled your kick. So you got out to a bad start there. I noticed at the end of the game, you lose by 2. You had a couple of 2-point conversions that were missed. Easy in a vacuum to point to that, but I know that, depending on where you are in a game, sometimes those decisions come back to haunt you. Other times they save you. In this particular one, it turned out to kind of end up being a little bit of the difference there.
I ended up kicking one time. Instead, when it was 28-22, I wasn't sure what to do. I kicked it, thinking at the end, if I needed it, I'd go for it. I don't want to have to, because it's not any. They don't have a good running game, the Chargers.
No.
They can't get 2 yards. They can get 10 yards. They can't get 2 yards.
Plus, didn't you have a missed field goal earlier in the game?
He did.
Oh, it was him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he
All
did.
right.
So, and it's fun. I'm looking forward to Sunday morning. We'll get back at it on our end.
That's right. That's right. For those that don't know, Jess and I, this will be our 3rd or 4th off season, maybe 3rd or 4th. So it's our 4th off season that he and I just put together some big tournament for the 2 of us, and we go at it 20 to 30 times in the off season. So I guess for the 2 of us, maybe it's never the off season, I guess is the way we're saying that. So,
well, it's fun, man. Anytime we roll on the dice and playing this game, it's all fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, listen, sorry it didn't work out for you tonight. I was hoping to maybe meet up with you in the Super Bowl. But looks like I'll have to pick another partner. So
that's all good. It's a good tournament.
All right. Have a good night. Thanks for being a part of this league and part of our off-season activity. I'll see you on Sunday, man.
All right. Take care, buddy.
All right. Have a good night, buddy. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up from here. Final score 31-29. The Jacksonville Jaguars at home advance. And so that means they will be into the divisional round next week. Congratulations goes to Dennis Young on his big clutch win in this game. Maybe I'll see Dennis in the Super Bowl. Got to get there one game at a time like anybody else. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching, and we'll have more games coming your way, obviously. Stay tuned.